Hey YouTube, it's Weird Paul. All of you out there could probably pick a specific time or experience when things changed in your life. Back in 1985, in our 10th grade English class, we had a composition assignment to write a paper about the day that our life changed. And of course, I wrote it about the day that we got a video camera, September 7th, 1984, 32 years ago. I titled my paper, Life is a Video. I started high school on August 26, 1984. I hated it, to put it sharply. Every day I had a tougher time, and there was nothing to please me when I got home.
I hate school. I hate school.
That all changed on September 6th, 1984. I must have mistakenly thought that we got the camera on the 6th because the days in my journal were misnumbered. I was watching television in the living room, and the rest of my family was out. I had asked for a video camera more than once. The reply always came, maybe for Christmas. When the doorbell rang, I rushed to the door. My sister ran in screaming, "We got a video camera!" I was just as excited as she was. My father came in with the box. He hooked up the camera as we talked about what we would make. He finally turned it on. Our first words were, "Dad, Dad, don't move that camera, Dad."
Dad, don't move that camera, Dad. Back over here.
When it focused on me, I said, "Don't you just love this?"
I just love this. Okay.
The rest of my family came in, and we all took our turns in front of the camera. My father was very careful not to get it broken, as he yelled at us every time we got too close to it.
What?
Get away from it.
I wasn't right on top, but I was like,
You're not supposed to get that close to it.
well, I am sorry.
Then we made our first video, The Brady Bunch by Weird Al Yankovic. We called ourselves Weird Al Incorporated. My parents were the lovely lady and the man named Brady, and my brother and sisters and I acted as the kids. This was the first of over 600 homemade music videos that we would make over the next 5 years. My father said that it was time to quit. I set the VCR's timer to record Friday night videos, and I went to bed. It was a very sleepless night. The next morning, I awoke at 5:45 a.m., and my sister and I watched Friday night videos. As we watched it, I read the camera's instruction manual. My first filming was my sister flushing some crap down the toilet. I don't have that footage anymore. My dad made me erase it. He wasn't very happy about what I was filming that morning. My dad then came in and told me that I couldn't use the camera for a week. He later changed that to a month. But I ignored what he said, and I used it anyway. Now after school, I was happy. I could make movies and videos. The months that passed saw me making such classics as We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister, in which I called myself Bent Brother. I abused my father in it, just as Dee Snider does in the real video. A month later, tragedy struck. During the filming of my video for Say You're Wrong by Julian Lennon, I called myself Jules Jenin, I discovered that the pause button on the camera was not working.
Hey, man.
Great, it's broken.
Oh, no.
It's not working.
Damn it. Yeah?
It still worked sometimes, but not always, and my videos were due to be changed. They were not edited as well now. The pause button worked by sending a signal to the VCR through the cord. I wasn't very careful about taking care of the cord, so I guess the wire broke just enough that we could still film, but not pause. That was when I started editing by using 2 VCRs. That didn't always work right either. This was not the last time that tragedy struck. On July 4th, 1985, I was in the front yard filming fireworks when I realized that part of the case had been melted. I rushed inside and my family sorted out that I was at fault. During the filming of my video for Hot Girls in Love by Loverboy, we called ourselves Blubberboy, I had used a heat lamp as a movie light. The camera still worked, though. The video that I was making when I melted the camera is lost right now, but hopefully we'll find it and I'll see it again someday. I remember being very upset that I had melted the camera. Still, though, not as upset as my dad was. Then, when we went to South Park, I made my first video away from home, You Got Lucky by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. We called ourselves John Petty and the Headbangers. This was a week from the beginning of school.
Now, of course, I'm going into 10th grade, unfortunately.
When school started, we took the camera in for repairs. My dad told me that he was taking the camera to get the pause button repaired. We never did get the melted case fixed, so I was reminded of that mistake every time I picked the camera up. Even though we got the pause button repaired, it didn't really help me to be more careful with the camera. I was still swinging it around in the air just to get that specific shot that I wanted for my video. Once, I threw it in the garbage can. I even put it on a scooter and rolled it down the steep road that we lived on. It's probably no surprise that the pause button broke again after a couple of years. It was gone for close to a month. I felt like I did on the first day of school before we got the camera, hating school more than ever. It was pretty difficult getting through that month without the camera. I felt like an artist whose paint had been taken away, or a writer without a pen. I was bored. On September 18th, 1985, we got the camera back.
Hi!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, we got our camera back, right, Mom? And we're gonna start making some videos, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Not now, but later, right?
Later.
And we just like to say hi, right?
Hi.
And the camera just got out of repair, so we're real happy, right, Mom?
Happy.
When I turned it on, I said those immortal words I said on the day we got it. Dad, Dad, don't move that camera, Dad.
Dad, don't move that camera, Dad.
Don't you just love this?
Don't you just love this?
Technology changes your life in many ways, especially your creativeness. I remember the day that I got a 78% on this paper, but I also remember that I didn't care, because when I got home that night, I was going to be using the camera. I hope that you enjoyed the look back at the day that my life changed 32 years ago. If you did, don't forget to click on the like button down below. I'll see you soon with more memories. Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you.